Everybody, my name is Matthew. Welcome to my Cursed Swamp walkthrough for the Pro and Expert division. In this video, I'm going to walk you through the shots that I'll use and some of the possible alternatives. I'd like you to know that the footage you're going to see is from 3 or 4 separate tournaments, all put together to bring you the best possible shots in this video. Do know that you will have to play this course according to your clubs and your balls. This is a guide and is not meant as the absolute solution, but it's a starting place to get you going, get your notes started, and get us into the tournament. Speaking of that, let's get going. Hello everyone, welcome to hole number 1 of the Cursed Swamp 9-hole cup. Playing this shot with a Thor's Hammer and a Kingmaker, giving it 4.5 back, 3 left, and we're ideally stretching it out here to see that second bounce up and over the bunker with the red ring touching on the left. Now the size of that ring will change according to the level of your club, but that's just a general guideline that we're aiming here between the rough and the bunker. Now we're adjusting this one at 20% max, and then I'm going to push it up if you can. Or add overpower as necessary. So for me, it's about 25% here, and we're using approximately 3/4 of a ball of left curl. You're going to have to adjust that according to the wind, but ideally here, bounce on the fairway up and over the bunker, and we'll get a good chance at a hole-in-one. Okay, so quickly here, I want to show you how hole number 1 plays out if we use a power 5 ball, and in this case, an extra mile. So as you can tell, we are not needing to stretch out. We can just set the landing position exactly how we need it. And for me now, I'm just giving it the same kind of backspin, left spin, so that we don't need to worry so much about that overpower. Now, because we have a strong headwind here, and because of the fact that, you know, it's causing our adjustment to be a little difficult, we do use overpower. But if we had a tailwind here, for example, this would be a much simpler way to play the hole with the power 5 ball. Same idea, up and over, getting it a little closer this time, but that's generally how we're going to play this hole. There is a rough bump on the left, but it depends on your clubs for sure. Okay, so hole number 2 is the first par 3 of the tournament. You can approach this one from a few different angles, but as you can see, I like to give it with the new spin values, about 2.5 bars of left spin, about a half a bar of top spin, and I'm setting it up so that the white ring, well, the clear ring is basically touching the rough here on the bottom, and we're bouncing up and over this middle main bunker. 20% adjusting on this shot, and you're going to leave that ball guide about 1 green square short or so. Remember, we're going to be offsetting here according to the wind, so strong left to right wind. We're going to offset a little to the left, and you know, right to left, you're going to adjust accordingly. Great chance for a hole-in-one here. Going to be tough to dial it in for a 9-hole format, but I think we can get the drop. Good luck, everybody. Hole number 3, and we have our first of 3 chances to go for Alba here. Going to set it up this time with a Kingmaker and an extra mile, and giving it basically maximum top spin and half to 1 bar of right spin, depending on how you like to do it. Gonna put my landing position here with about half the red ring in the rough. I'm adjusting, as you can see, at 10% is going to ultimately be the number, and pushing it back up to max. Now, there's a lot of distance between that landing position and the next fairway, or the rough, so we're going to give it a lot of overpower so that we have the chance to clear over that water and get a nice run up the second fairway. Does it see how you can give it max OP? For sure. Definitely a spot where you could choose to play a power 4, power 5 ball, no problem, but I'm just showing you here it can be done either way. However, it does leave us a little bit short on our intended landing position, but I look around here and ultimately decide that, yeah, we're still going to go for the max distance sniper rough bump, adjusting this shot at -5% uphill and giving it about, you know, 2 bars of top spin and as much right spin as needed. Ultimately here, I'm setting it up with the yellow ring there, touching the bunker and the fairway, and then getting the spin to the pin, leaving it approximately half a green square short of the hole. Hit perfect. Got a great chance to get a drop here. Good luck, everybody. It's going to be a low-scoring tournament. Okay, I definitely feel the momentum building in this course. It is just full of opportunities. Bring your Kingmaker sniper here for hole number 4. And as you can see, I'm not using any spin. I have the bottom left of the blue ring just kind of about half in the rough on that little island, and that second bounce is coming in just before the fringe. I'm adjusting this shot with 15% max distance here, and really very straightforward shot. Just have to be cognizant of those wind angles, and we may need to use a little spin or a bit of offset depending how it comes in, or add a bit of elevation if we have a headwind. Nonetheless, great opportunity for a drop. Good luck here on hole number 4. Okay, awesome. Here we are on hole number 5, setting this shot up with a Kingmaker and an extra mile. Max top, max left spin. You could use a lower level ball, you know, push up, use OP, whatever you like to do. But I just like to set it up here using that side spin 3 ball so that we have a little bit easier chance to clear that bunker on the second fairway, as well as, you know, reaching to this island without needing to do the whole push up nonsense. Bottom left of that yellow ring was touching the rough, and using about a half a ball of left curl here, like I said, to clear that fairway bunker. You can definitely use a less side spin ball and more curl, whatever works for you, but the end result here is to roll up nicely past that bunker and past the tree and leave us for a clean shot at the pin. Second shot here. Now, second shot, you can go one of two ways here. You can pick to use the thorn, roughly minimum distance, going to go max backspin, go for the dunk, or I chose to try to go for the end bringer here. Now, this example you're going to see, I didn't know about Jared A's Endbringer School video, and just didn't give it quite enough elevation. Should have given it maybe 5% more here. Nonetheless, could have dropped. Now, it just bears mentioning that on this hole, there is certainly an opportunity to take the right path and go directly for green. This is quite a wind-dependent shot, and I'm absolutely going to entertain it. If the situation warrants it in the tournament, we'll just have to wait and see how it goes. Here we go. Hole number 6, second par 5, second chance for Albatross. Bring your katana here and a quarterback or whatever ball you like, really. Basically going to give this one a straightforward setup with max top, max left. I do have the blue ring touching the rough, or just about, at the +9 yard mark. Ultimately, the goal here is to, well, adjust to 10% and mid, but also to just get this ball up and as far down the first fairway without going into the rough as possible. I like the rock if you've got one with that excellent ball guide. But here we go. This is where you want to finish, just so that we have a nice clean look at the pin. And we are going to look at that pin with a sniper here. Going to give it about 1.5 bars of backspin. Quite a simple setup, really. Checking my distance here. Ultimately settle on mid-range, 0% elevation. Like I said, about 1.5 bars backspin. I'm really working with the ball guide here. Just be aware that this little small green slopes from right to left. So even in this wind, we have to take that into consideration after that first bounce. Second bounce is going to go to the left a little bit. Yellow ring just about touching the rough there. Bit of a tight spot. You could go a little bit further away and add a bit of side spin. Really more than one way to set this one up, but ultimately, great opportunity here. We're going to have drops flying all over the place in this cursed swamp. Hole number 7 is a par 3 that I really enjoy. I think it's fun when we can have these really makeable rough bumps. Setting up here with a navigator and a sniper, and I'm basically trying to set it up so that half my red ring is in the fairway. No need to be too close to the edge on this one. And there we go. Checking it out. We're going to go 10% mid on this shot. I got about 1.5 bars of top spin here. 1 bar of left spin, or, you know, max with the navigator. Certainly makeable. We hope for the wind to make it possible to do the rough bump here. If not, we'll bounce on that small fairway patch, the first fairway, if you will, and then up and over that rough instead of hitting it. But this is why we like to hit it. Get in the hole. Good luck, everyone. Hole number 8 is a lovely little par 4 here that gives us, yet again, another great chance. You can use an extra mile here. I like the Titan just because of the accuracy. Titan ball, that is. With a Thor's Hammer Club, max top, max right spin. Top of the red ring, touching the rough here. Sometimes I will actually adjust this one at 15%, but in this situation, we're going with 10. Basically, in a tailwind, I would give it a little bit more elevation just to keep it safe. I have had a little bit of bad luck on this hole a few times. getting that rough at the end of the fairway or even going in the water. So play it safe. No need to really push it super hard. We're going to bounce up and over the water. And you know, might want to use a little bit of right curl here, again, depending on the wind, just to keep it safe and dry. But 365, direct look at the pin. What we're going to do here for this next shot is we're going to play the thorn. This is going to be a mid-range shot. I'm aiming to land on the fringe, especially because that fairway in front of the green is quite bumpy. Now, I played it here with 3 bars of backspin, and you're going to see how we got really lucky. I probably wanted to use 3.5, maybe even 4, depending on the day. But you'll see here in a tailwind, I get a little bit of an extra push and a little bit of luck. However, that's what we need sometimes. The plan is the same, 10% mid, 3 to 4 backspin as needed. Land on that fringe. You'll have a great chance at an eagle here on hole number 8. Hole number 9, par 5. Let's show you how to go for Albatross 2 ways. Kingmaker quarterback, max top, max right. Setting this up with the top of the blue ring at the rough or the red ring. And we are going to adjust this shot at 10% maximum numbers. See that second fairway bunker? The idea is not to go into it, so you may need to use a little bit of right curl as well on this shot. Be aware, many of you are familiar with this hole because we played it in the very, very recent tournament. That would be the Riverside, I do believe. So up and over. Be careful of that shot. Don't aim too far down that fairway because it does slope down and you'll get an ugly kick and you could actually miss the second fairway if you're not looking at it. 320 yards. Bring your sniper here. In this attempt, we're going to go for the rough bump, ultimately setting it up here just about in maximum distance. See that? No topspin. It's going to be about 2 or so bars of right spin. Oh no, it wasn't this one that we played in the recent tournament, but anyway, I've seen this hole so many times. Minus 5% max is what you actually need to know. Give it that right spin. Ultimately, pin is the goal. Use your spin to the pin with the ball guide just slightly short. Come in a bit hot on this one. Look at that. Let's go. Come on. Get in the hole. As promised, Albatross 2 ways. Kind of sounds like a cooking show if you ask me. I'm bringing a power 5 ball here, preferably wind 0. Bring a club with the most distance and topspin. I'm going for extra mile 8. Now this one here, you're going to go full beans. We're going to send it all the way. Let's go. You see the curl marker, the right edge of that line, just up against the left side of the circle. Full overpower. Hit the end of the first fairway, bounce on the second fairway, up and through the rough. As you can see, this is going to leave us an excellent, excellent short wedge shot for Alba. 495 yards on that drive. Do what you can do. It's definitely worth a try if we've got the wind to send it. Now, lucky for me, by the time I played this shot, I had learned about the Endbringer School method of play, and I gave it 20% here, checked my club distance, and we're going to adjust accordingly. I really hope you guys have a lot of fun here in the Cursed Swamp 9-hole Cup, because I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be so fun. And what kind of special ball are we going to get? Are you guys looking forward to these Halloween balls that they often come out with? I know I sure am. Good luck, everybody. I hope you get the drops, the glory, and have all the fun to hang those banners. Let's get in the hole. Good luck. Take care. Thank you so much for taking the time to tune in to my Cursed Swamp walkthrough for Pro and Expert Division. If you have any comments, questions, or concerns, please leave them in the comment section below. It's my absolute pleasure to share this video with you. Take this opportunity to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any future Erelic gaming content. Thank you so much for watching.